So what I decided to do is go ahead and put some reviews up of me fishing with some new rods I got. Unfortunately, the weather was on our side. I do enjoy some rain, but it was a deluge. Water got up very high very quickly, and it was a rough time. And plus, when the point of fall we're in, there was a huge leaf hatch. So I figured that since I didn't catch a ton of fish, that I'd go ahead and put these two together. So I hope you enjoy my review of my two new rods. Hey guys, this is at the Trout-Fly fishing. It is a rainy day. I received my new, I would say brookie rod, my new blue line rod today. It's a little 6'6" glass rod. It's a Cabela's CGR. It's not very expensive. It's incredibly flexible. It's a traditional glass rod. It's a 6'6" 2-weight. So unfortunately, I cannot test it out on brookies today. The reason being is Appalachian brookies are spawning right now. So I'm going to leave them alone and let them make their babies. However, the next best thing is finding one of these little blue lines that have wild rainbows in it. So what I'm going to do is, since it's raining, I don't know if we're going to have any dry fly bites. I'm going to try a dry dropper rig. If I don't get anything, then I'm just going to put on a little balsa sticky indicator and probably put an egg underneath it just to get some bites, see what it's like to fight a fish on this thing. So that's what we're going to do today. It's not going to be a real long video. I don't have a lot of time to hike around and fish, but I'm going to hit some pools that I think might have some fish and see what we can do. So, all right, let's get after it. There we go. There we go. There's a rainbow. I'll tell you what, these fish on this rod are a ton of fun. All right. There we go. There we go. Pretty rainbow. Look at that. All right. Come here. Pretty little rainbow. There we go. So this was unexpected. I have fished this particular blue line several times, and brookies don't typically come down this far. So when I hooked into this fish and I realized it was a brookie, I automatically was like, okay, I need to leave. I have fished all the way to this point, and I don't want to run the risk of catching any more of these while they're in spawning mode. So I released the brookie quickly and went to a different spot. There we go. Little rainbow. Oh, well, that's my fault for not getting the net out. Quick release. All right, I'm getting used to this now. Okay. All right, I'm getting used to this. There we go. Oh, you do not do this. Yes. Oh. Okay. So this is what this is what I'm figuring out. 1, pretty rainbow. 2, I have to tighten up on this a lot more than what I'm used to. So that means, I gotta keep a pin. I need to keep it, you know. There we go. Pretty rainbow. Come here. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, yep. I'm getting used to it. Pretty little rainbow. Put you back over there. Ah. There we go. There we go. How about that? Man, these are some of the prettiest little wild rainbows. Look at them. I love this little thing. This little rod. There we go. Little rainbow. Yeah, that is a tiny rainbow. However, you know what? Happy I got him. There you go, buddy. Get back in there. There we go. Little wild rainbow. Oh, there he goes. Quick release. I knew it. I knew they were right there. A couple more drifts and that's going to be it for the day. Flies today used in this video were manufactured and sold by JW Flies. Great customer service, great flies, great quality. If you'd like any of the flies mentioned in any of my films, please contact JW Flies. If you would like hoodies, hats, or other fishing type items, please contact JW Flies. All right, back to the water. So the next day we went to another body of water. However, as you see here, the water was way up. I've never seen this water that high. So what we did is we ended up going to a small tributary that actually looked fishable. We just got about an inch and a half of rain. The water is pretty high right now. But I wanted to do this. I got my new Euro rod today. It is a 10'6" 3-weight Euro nymph setup. It is I haven't been able to fish it yet, but from what I can feel, it is incredible. It's light. I think it's lighter than the Orvis one I had, and it feels awesome. I got it at Virginia Creeper Fly Shop. My man Bruce set this aside for me, and I was able to come and get it today. So if you're ever in the Abington area and you need some fly equipment, go to Virginia Creeper Fly Shop. So what we're going to do is nothing real intensive. We are going to just pocket, like just punch some pockets, see if we can't get some wild rainbows today. The water is roaring downstream, so we had to come up the mountain quite a bit. So, I hope I can get a couple. I hope I can get used to this new rod. A little bit longer, better tippet protection, and the back end, the back end of the rod feels really good. So, all right, let's get out to the water and see if we can't get some fish. No! How does that even happen? There we go. Our first little wild rainbow. I'll tell you what, I could tell. There's a big difference from it like ground the bomb. This is super, super sensitive. Oh goodness. Yeah. As you can see, I'm trying to find a happy medium. The Euro rod I had before this was very soft, and this is a much more stiff and sensitive rod. However, when I seem to get the hang of it in this video here, I walk to a little run and I'm able to pull up 2 little rainbows. However, because of me not bringing my battery or my sling with me, I did not get these fish because I ran out of battery here. Virginia Creeper Fly Shop has been one of the places that I go to often to get great customer service, great equipment, flies for fair price, and the staff there are knowledgeable. Please, if in the Abington area, please visit Bruce at Virginia Creeper Fly Shop. There we go. There it is. Look at him. It's Pinky. That was fun. Huh? Take my shoes off? Gosh, that's gonna be so cold. That is a very good wild fish for here, honey. Pretty, huh? There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, good brown. Good brown. Good brown. Oh my gosh. There he goes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Whoo! And this, this rod, man, did exactly what I wanted it to do. So, in conclusion, let's go with the one we tried out first. Okay, the CGR is good. I think the issue that I had with it in the beginning is, one, I was using a very heavy fly and a nymph setup when this rod is specifically made for dry flies and very small midges. It is a 6'6" 2-weight glass rod, so I mean it's not meant for nymph setups. So with all that weight in this rod already, you know, kind of being, it just wasn't made for it. I still, at the end, I started getting used to it and still was able to hook up, but I think with a lighter setup, like a dry fly and maybe a small nymph or a emerger or wet fly, you know, dropper, I think that this will perform much better. So the pros: incredibly flexible, accurate. It is a ton of fun. The cons: you can't really put anything real heavy on it, which is kind of like for any small glass rod. So I really enjoy it. I can't wait to actually go after brookies with it. The spawn is I usually go fishing for brookies. I'll start at the last week of December, and that's typically when all the brookies in my area are done spawning. So after that, you just gotta look for red so you don't step on them or, you know, kill any babies. So I really like this rod. I'm very excited to go out and try it with a more traditional glass rod setup, like a dry dropper with light flies. And, you know, and I'm sure that it will be, I had fun with it. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more fun with dry flies and small nymphs. So it is exactly what I wanted. So I give it a thumbs up. Very good for what it is, what I want it to be. I just wouldn't recommend you throwing heavy nymph setup for it. So I just do dries and small droppers. Now, the TFO Stealth. Okay. When I first started with it, I was a little confused about how, you know, it felt light. And I thought, because, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking light rod, hook hard. No, and this is with this rod, you just have to, just a little small, okay? With my other rod my other Euro rod I had before this, I would have to, like, just really yank on it. So I had to get used to how hard, like, I would have to hook up with this, which isn't very, I got to a point where I was very comfortable with it. The rod I will compare it with is a, and before y'all get, you know, before I get a bunch of people yelling, I'm not saying it's as good as, I'm saying I compare it to a Thomas TNT, which is a $1,000 rod. This rod is a $350 rod. This rod it doesn't have as good tippet protection, and I would say that the TNT feels like it's a little bit better as far as allowing a good drift. It seems like it's a lot more controlled when you hook up. However, this rod isn't that far off. TFO Stealth is not that far off. In fact, I would say the one thing that I really enjoy that it has over a TNT is definitely the value. TFO has always made rods that aren't technically the best, but it's hard to beat them for the price. Honestly, I've gotten everything from a $100 finesse that lasted me 10 years. And I caught tons of brookies and little rainbows and big rainbow. I've caught some really big fish on that 3-weight. And I've thrown around, I've thrown around several bigger TFO rods, a 4-weight, a 5-weight. And I be honest with you, they're workhorse. You can pick them up and just go to town. And they have good backbone. It's a good rod. If you want a workhorse, a rod that's going to do exactly what you need to do and not break the bank, get a TFO. This is a phenomenal rod. Phenomenal rod. So I am very pleased with both these rods. I'm going back to where I was fishing at, up in the mountains, because I wasn't able to fish as much as I wanted because I was with my wife. She let me fish for like about 30 minutes to an hour each time. So, and I pretty much had to stay in that area. So I didn't really get to dissect a river, and I only fished me about 100 yards of it at the most. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go after some rainbows. I'm going to, you know, just have some time to really break this rod in. I'm probably going to bring my Winston because there's a little bit bigger water, for, you know, a dry dropper, just in case there is a hatch or something like that, which I would very much enjoy. So, but I hope that y'all enjoyed this. If you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And as always, guys, tight lines and blessings.